Call hello Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule well over the flock of Israel. Shalom and salutations to all you sincere brothers out there, all you sincere Ahchyam pushing the words of truth and sincerity. All right, shalom to all our Ahchyam and Aquaf listening. Another heated debate, right? Not really, but I was skipping around watching this video, and I noticed something that this girl in the middle. Anyway, you'll see it. Check what she say.
Well, and that's go with her. That's fine. Like half the time, like these men are pursuing me. Like I'm cool. Like I'm vibing. Like, and that's where my masculine energy kicks in because I can pay my own bills. I am cool off that. But like I'm good regardless. Like if you want to talk to me, if you want to pursue me, you have to give me that energy. Like you have to make me feel comfortable to fuck with you.
All right. You heard her. If you wanna, she good regardless. She could pay her own bills, do her own thing in this world. If you wanna pursue her, you're gonna have to give her that energy. You're gonna have to make her feel comfortable. But I went there with it. For the sake of edification, I went there with it, and I typed in something, and I got an article. The article says how to make a woman feel comfortable, because you just heard it right from this gorgeous Israelite sister's mouth. She said, how you gotta make her comfortable to fuck with her, for her to fuck with you. Well, this article tells you how to make a woman feel comfortable. 18 things guys need to understand. How to make your woman feel comfortable, guys. It says, ever wonder how to make a woman feel comfortable? Putting a woman at ease isn't always the easiest thing to do, but it certainly helps to have some pointers to fall back on if you're confused. Now, I remember going through a whole phase being in this truth. You go through a phase where you go through like a solidarity phase, I guess you would call it, where you just kind of alone doing your thing. Then you go through a phase where you just not really meeting women like that, but it's cool because you got other priorities that you're taking care of, this word and everything. Then you pretty much go through a dry spell, where, the Lord just dry it up for you. Yeah, your cousin and everybody else might be getting some, but you ain't getting them. That's that dry spell in the truth, and you can almost like, through the spirit, as you could, whatever, as life continues, you meet women and you date and whatever, and you might find somebody who's cool enough for you to link up with. All the meanwhile, you studying the scriptures, right? All the meanwhile, you studying the scriptures, and the scripture says, Jeremiah 30:7, alas, for that day is great, so that none is like it. It is even the time of Jacob's trouble, but he shall be saved out of it. So you doing all of this, you romance, you got your woman, you know what I'm saying? You got your little situation, yeah. But then you studying the scriptures, you learning from the Israelites about the Bible, and then you learning that you Jacob, and that's all good and well. It's all fine and well. Life is grand. And then you realize that the time of trouble is talking about a time that's coming for your people in particular. Like there's a missile directed from the Most High, a theoretical, figurative missile directed right at your melon from the Most High in the form of Jacob's trouble that at any moment is going to pop off. And you know what that does for your sex drive? Alright, so without, further ado, let's just keep reading. The truth is that men, especially those with limited experience with the fairer sex, may not understand what sets a woman's hair puts it on her leg. I'm not going to read this. I'm just going to skip down. Simple ways to make a woman feel comfortable. Meet somewhere public. So that's cool. You know, the woman, once again, from Fresh and Fit, she mentioned how, you gotta make her feel comfortable. You gotta make her feel comfortable. If you can't,
but like I'm good regardless. Like if you want to talk to me, if you want to pursue me, you have to give me that energy. Like you have to make me feel comfortable to fuck with you.
all right. So we talking about pursuing with the comfortable energy, making her comfortable. And this is the article, how to make them comfortable. See, if you really gonna be involved and take the time. This is the time that it takes to actually get involved with women. I'm talking for the fellas. This is the time. Unless you some type of Casanova, your dad was around or your older cousins and they done dropped you with the goods. If you actually a brother who insists on having a woman, this is the type of time that it takes out your life. You gotta learn and read articles about how to make a woman feel comfortable, what to say when y'all at a date, how not to ruin the date, what to wear to the date. Blase. See, meet somewhere in public. Yeah, if you let's go out with a woman, you can't meet her in the back alley, bro. You gotta meet her in public, right? Not your room. It says your room. Yo, come to my bedroom. It don't work like that. Compliment the right way. All right, compliment the right way. That one alone will break your put you in mental paralysis. How to compliment the woman the right way? You might say, "Damn, you got a fat ass." That ain't a compliment to all women. All right. Well, why don't you just compliment her looks? Then she gonna want to She might be a sapiosexual. Only be like compliments of the mind. It's gonna break your whole concentration, man. And once again, it's only gonna be worse when you jump back into scriptures like Jeremiah 13:7. Alas, for that day is great, so that none is like it. It is even the time of Jacob's trouble, but he shall be saved out of it. Or you can go into any of the destruction scriptures. Isaiah 13:19. In Babylon, the glory of kingdoms, the beauty of the Chaldees' excellency, shall be as when Yahweh overthrew Sodom and Gomorrah. Now you're talking about, whoa, wait a minute. The Lord's about to, it says, Mahapaka. The Lord's about to destroy America like he did Sodom and Gomorrah through fire. Isaiah 24:6. Therefore hath the curse devoured the earth, and they that were dwelled therein are desolate. Therefore the inhabitants of the earth are burned, and few men in it. You look up words like desolate, Ahchyam. And then you see here it means trespass, guilty, criminal, suffer punishment. Alright? To suffer punishment. Devour. Akal. It says here to eat, to burn up. To burn up. Right? To be wasted, destroyed, of flesh, to be devoured and consumed of fire. So we talking about that same fire that overthrew Sodom and Gomorrah. We see it's going to happen to men that's left on this earth. Few men left. Isaiah 26:20. Come, my people, enter thou into thy chambers and shut thy doors about thee. Hide thyself as it were for a little moment until the indignation be overpassed. And you look at words like indignation, Zaim. It says anger, indignation. You know the indignation is the righteous anger of the Lord. It says fury, rage. You mean the rage of the Lord is about to come down and we have to get beamed out on so-called spaceships in order to be delivered from the destruction to come. And I gotta learn how to avoid politics and religion and conversation in order to make a woman feel comfortable on a date with me.
So you have some. Like I'm good regardless. Like if you want to talk to me, if you want to pursue me, you have to give me that energy. Like you have to make me feel comfortable to fuck with you. So
Maybe it's just me, but I think I'm way off trying to make a woman in this day and age feel comfortable. It's a very trivial job and role in society. A comforter for women. All right, now she comforted by these scriptures. Oh, now we talking. But I want to bring out these scriptures. I want to bring out where we at. I want to bring out this scripture here, 2 Kings 6:24-29, and it came to pass after this that Ben-Hadad, king of Syria, gathered all his hosts and went up and besieged Samaria. If you know anything about a siege, it's when the army surrounds another nation's empire, another nation's town, city. Doesn't let nobody come in, don't let nobody come out. Instant famine. It says 2 Kings 6:25, and there was a great famine in Samaria, and behold, they besieged it until an ass's head was sold for 80 of silver, and the fourth of a part of a calf's dung, part of a cab of dove's dung, for 5 of silver. And as the king of Israel was passed by upon the wall, they cried with there cried a woman saying unto him, there cried a woman unto him, saying, Help my Lord, O king. And he said, If the Lord do not help thee, whence shall I help thee? Out of the barn flour, or out of the winepress? And the king said unto her, What aileth thee? And she answered, This woman said unto me, Give thy son, that we may eat him today, and we will eat my son tomorrow. So we boiled my son, and did eat him. And I said unto her on the next day, Give thy son, that we may eat him. And she hath hid her son in famine. Oh, yeah, that's it. She hath hid her son. And that's why it becomes hard to make women comfortable. Yeah, avoid politics and religion. Well, that's all I'm thinking about is these scriptures after I read them. I mean, all I'm thinking about is these scriptures. Isaiah 32:4-2. For the indignation of the Lord is upon all nations, and his fury upon all their armies. He hath utterly destroyed them. He hath delivered them to the slaughter. The Lord about to do what? You know, he's about to destroy the nations before us. We're going to watch a real Thanos-like incident happen. You know? And be present and aware of it. It ain't gonna be a dream either this time, or a movie. Isaiah 66:15, for behold, the Lord will come with fire, and his chariots like a whirlwind, to render his anger with fury and his rebuke with flames of fire. I mean, it's gonna be a fiery death, and more death. A fiery triple death. Job 5:20, in famine he shall redeem thee from death, and in war from the power of the sword. So I get perplexed at the thought of really trying to spend my hard-earned time, my lack thereof of time, which time is just counting down to the days in which Yahushua is present, or before then, in which the mercy, the doors of mercy are already closed. Then the time of Amos 8-11, where there's going to be a famine of hearing the word of the Lord. And I'm really supposed to be at the same time simultaneously getting ready and preparing for the salvation and the return of the Messiah. Simultaneously, I'm supposed to be making or finding ways to make a woman comfortable.
Like I'm good regardless. Like if you want to talk to me, if you want to pursue me, you have to give me that energy. Like you have to make me feel comfortable to fuck with you.
Listen, I hate to put it like this, ain't no other way. Bitch, ain't nobody gonna be comfortable in the near future. Ain't nobody gonna be comfortable in the near future. The near future doesn't spell comfortability. It's gonna be an impossible task, unless you part of the elect. Psalms 33:18. Behold, the eye of the Lord is upon them that fear him, upon them that hope in his mercy, to deliver their soul from death and to keep them alive in famine. The famine gonna swallow you up. The famine gonna swallow you up. You ain't got no time. This is your time. Enjoy it. We don't want you, man. Respect the boundaries. You're going to have plenty of boundaries in the lake of fire. Don't get angry or mad. The Bible say a wise man, with much wisdom comes much grief. The Bible say, wise man, all that, a wise man mad. Wisdom, something make a wise man mad. Oppression maketh the wise man mad. Don't get angry and mad. Be angry and sin not. Just the, and I'm, it's really, it's like I'm half serious, and at the same time, it's like it's whatever, because this is just a thing that when a man needs some comfort from a woman, he be going through this. I went through this myself, man. Sat around trying to build rapport, be consistent, talk about mutual friends positively. What if your best friend, what if her best friend is a whole Mo and a half? Like, he's a super Mo. He is a child predator Mo. You know what I mean, Mo? I'm talking about sodomite. What if her friend is that? How you gonna talk mutual positively about him, man? And the women will put you through this shit. Tame nature. Whoa, so you want me to be effeminate, nigga? I gotta be a metrosexual. Something like a Kevin Samuels. Or I just gotta be in a suit and tie for your pleasure. I mean, yo, just remember, the closer you get to the scriptures, the closer you get to the Lord, you're gonna be willing to sacrifice everything on the table. Everything on the table can get sacrificed for the servitude of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. And if you don't feel like that, pray. Because that's the only type of loyalty that Yahweh Hashem Yahushua is going to respect in that day. Is when you did not prioritize anything over him. Not even life itself. Lord willing, this video is edifying. Until next time, shalom.